The Studio is out in full on Apple TV Plus, 10 episodes, around half an hour each with a bit of a longer opener. The first episode was 44 minutes long. This was created by the writing duo of Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, stars Rogen himself, Catherine O'Hara, Ike Barinholtz, Chase Sweet Wonders, Catherine Hahn, and a ridiculous number of Hollywood celebrities playing themselves. This is a comedy show about a Hollywood studio, which might sound insufferable, but actually turns out to be amazing. Seth Rogen plays a producer who in the first episode gets promoted to studio head after his former mentor is fired. This is the realization of all his dreams. He always wanted to be a studio head and have a final say in what movies get made. He has a true love of cinema and considers himself an enthusiast of highbrow movies. But when he gets the new role, he very quickly realizes that he still has people over his head, that he himself is a coward and a yes man, and that navigating his new job requires him to very often and very quickly forget his principles and act like a person he himself would probably hate. So I love this show. I thought it was a real treat, especially for fans of filmmaking and the movie industry and the people who know a lot about it. I think the more you know about the movie industry and how it works, the more you'll appreciate this show. The writing is top notch, the humor spectacularly funny. Crucially, the show is also clever enough to make its main character an inept fool, but not a total asshole. Matt is not. He's never evil or malicious. He's just kind of dumb, spineless. Would like to think that he means well, but he never actually follows through. And so watching his misadventures never makes you feel like you're rooting for or even rooting against a totally despicable dude. I think all of the cameos from celebrities were fantastic. I mean, they opened the show with Martin Scorsese, of all people, who is surprisingly funny. Then they have people like Dave Franco, Zoe Kravitz, Greta Lee, Olivia Wilde, Ron Howard, and more. I like the structure of the show. It's not a single storyline. Each of the episodes is largely standalone. Some elements end up coming back later, like the Kool-Aid movie from the first episode that gets repeated afterwards. But it's not really this tight narrative where you have to follow every single plot line, sort of one single plot line and the entire season throughout every single episode. You could realistically pop out for an episode or two, come back, and you still know what's going on. And the thing that puts it 2 points above any other similar show for me is any other similar show to this one is the execution. It's very clear that this show was made by passionate people who are excellent at their jobs and take pride in having their work be beautiful for the sake of being beautiful, even if it's just a silly comedy show. So you have wonderful production design, sets, costumes. My god, Seth Rogen's wardrobe in this show is just killer. Every single outfit looked ridiculously good. You have great music evoking the old age of Hollywood. And then the cinematography. That part is just spectacular. It is the, I would say, unsung hero of the show, but I think it is the sung hero of the show. The show appears to be shot on film. Looks great in terms of the warmth of image and how the colors pop at you. It's mostly shot with long, unbroken takes, just camera following the characters around without cuts and basically acting as a kind of silent narrator, in a sense that it always shows you or focuses on what you need to see. So despite it being these long takes, it's never like it's a one static image. They're never boring. The camera always directs your attention to precisely the thing that matters at any given point in time. The highlight when it comes to this is the second episode, which is called The Oneer, and it is about shooting a long one-take scene on a film, and is itself shot like a long one-take scene. Well, there are some hidden cuts here and there, but it's really difficult to spot them. And it just felt like such a massive flex when the episode ended, because really, you know, the way this entire show is filmed is so extra, in the sense that they didn't have to do any of this, and it will still be a funny, witty, enjoyable comedy. But they go to the extra length and extra effort of making this just excellent for the sake of doing it. And that for me is very impressive. The one criticism I would maybe have is the final episode, which goes a little bit too wild and reduces the humor to a lot of running around and shouting and screaming at each other, which is the exact brand of American humor I do not find particularly funny, but it didn't really, it didn't get so bad that I didn't enjoy the episode at all, and it also didn't ruin the rest of the season, which was very good still. And overall, I found the whole thing to be deeply enjoyable. I can't wait for the second season, and in the meantime, I wanted to, of course, thank Sal Saperstein for a wonderful first season.